Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10 in the Bible states, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe." Hello, and welcome to today's video on understanding Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10. In this video, we will explore the meaning of Proverbs chapter 18:10 and its significance for our lives. This verse is a metaphorical comparison that portrays the name of the Lord as a strong tower that can provide protection and safety for the righteous. The term, name of the Lord, refers to his character, nature, and attributes. The idea is that just as a tower provides a place of refuge and security for those seeking shelter from danger, so too does the name of the Lord offer a place of safety for those who trust in him. The phrase, "the righteous run to it and are safe," suggests that the only way to access this protection and safety is by being righteous, which means living a life that is pleasing to God and aligning oneself with his will. It's important to note that this doesn't mean that only perfect people can find refuge in God's name, but rather that those who genuinely seek to live in righteousness can find safety and security in him. Overall, Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10 emphasizes the importance of trusting in God's character and seeking refuge in him when faced with danger or difficulty. By doing so, we can experience the peace and security that come from knowing we are in his care. So how can we apply this verse to our lives? Let me illustrate with a story. Once upon a time, there was a man named Edmund who lived in a small village surrounded by dense forests. He was known for his bravery and adventurous spirit, often venturing deep into the forest to hunt for food and explore the unknown. One day, he decided to explore a particularly dense part of the forest. As he wandered further and further away from the village, he suddenly found himself surrounded by a group of fierce wild animals. He knew he was in great danger and began to panic, unsure of what to do. Just then, he remembered a verse he had heard from the Bible, Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10. "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe." He had always thought that this verse meant that if he lived a good and righteous life, he would automatically be protected from harm. However, in this moment of crisis, he realized that he had misunderstood the true meaning of the verse. Edmund understood that the verse meant that he needed to seek refuge in God's name and trust in his character and attributes to protect him from danger. So he closed his eyes and prayed, "God, I run to your name for safety. Please protect me from harm." Suddenly, the wild animals started to back away, as if they were afraid of something. Edmund slowly opened his eyes and was amazed to see a bright light shining all around him. He felt a sense of peace and security wash over him, and he knew that God had answered his prayer. From that day on, Edmund understood the true meaning of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10. He knew that it wasn't about being perfect or never facing danger, but rather about trusting in God's protection and seeking refuge in his name. Edmund returned to his village, eager to share his experience with others. He realized that many people had misunderstood the verse just like he had, thinking that righteousness alone would protect them from harm. He shared with them the true meaning of the verse and encouraged them to trust in God's protection and seek refuge in his name. In conclusion, Proverbs chapter 18:10 emphasizes the importance of trusting in God's character and seeking refuge in him when faced with danger or difficulty. By doing so, we can experience the peace and security that come from knowing we are in his care. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has been helpful in understanding Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10.